Alright, hello guys, this is Jeremy again here with Inline Performance Magazine, and I have a ton of things to talk about. This might draw on kind of long, sorry, but there's a lot of things that have happened in the last couple of weeks, both good and bad, but of course I'm just going to go ahead and start with the bad first, because it's better to hear bad news before the good news, okay? Right now I am broke. I have no money, no job, no car. I'm about to lose my bike. I still owe about 3 grand on it. And I don't have a job, and I'm paying payments, and I still have to pay rent, and of course I need to pay rent before I pay payments, so I'm going to be losing that bike. I'm going to actually be selling it, just to get it paid off and move on. And, well, what happened, I'm going to kind of, backtrack a little bit. What happened July 29th at Motor Yard, or Motor Yard Track Days, it's really at Willow Springs Raceway. Somebody, after my first session, I rode around for about 20 minutes, just to break my new tires in. I was using 003s that were great. I was breaking those in, and after the first session, after my first 20 minutes, I left my key on my bike. Went to the cafeteria for a moment. Someone stole my key and stole a couple other things out of my truck, which is so rare. Like, everybody leaves their key in the bike, at the track, so we don't lose it. And somebody locked it, turned it off, and took it out. And I think I know who did it, but I guess it doesn't really matter. It definitely doesn't matter now. It was, 2 weeks ago. So basically, I emptied out my entire checking account to go to that track day, because basically, I'm dedicated. I didn't have a job at that point too. I lost the job probably about 2 weeks before that. I saved the money that I had left to go to the track and pay rent and my payment for my bike a couple of months in advance, or a month in advance, and just see what happens. Hopefully somebody notices me, and I didn't even get a chance to even show it, which is very unfortunate. That really does suck. I was there. I drove 3.5 hours to do nothing, to ride around for 20 minutes and go home. That was it. I sat there in the heat. Hardly ate, because I didn't have the money for the food. Had some chips, bananas all day, nothing really, nothing, not a full meal. And, it sounds stupid, but, that's how much I care about what I'm doing. And so that's why I did it. It was probably a bad idea, maybe, but I will not take it back at all. I couldn't tell you how grateful I am to get that 20 minutes in, because I learned something. I learned that I was warming up. I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm just going to give, the facts that actually happened. That first session, I did not push myself at all whatsoever. I think the straightaway, I probably got up to 150. I maybe got to about 130, and because I wasn't even trying. And throughout that entire session, I was passing everybody. I was out accelerating leader bikes. I just rode. I felt great. I felt confident. I felt the bike was responsive. The tires were sticking. And I was just breaking them in because they were brand new. They hadn't even scrubbed in or anything. And I just felt perfect, from my standards at least, because I was, before I was using terrible tires. I spent, a lot of time, money on my bike that I didn't have, and I paid off. Not in a sense to where I actually did anything for me, didn't give me a sponsor or anything like that, but at least at that track day. But good things came out of that day that I missed. And I guess I'll jump subjects again. I'll give you guys the good news. I was basically the bad news. I have no job. I'm not gonna be able to use my bike. I don't have basically anything. I'm hoping that I can make sure I can get rent paid. But the good news, because I was desperate, pretty much. I had nothing. I had no money. I'm going to lose my bike. Everything. So I sent a message to Full Tuck Race Team, and they are a professional AMA superbike team, or I'm sorry, super sport team. They generally have like one racer, throughout the season, and they compete in a couple races. And I sent him a message saying there's no way I can ever afford to race motorcycles. It's just, I have to dedicate my life to something so far apart. I'll never be able to reach the goals. I have to dedicate myself to a certain job so much to make that kind of money. I'll never be able to have the time to actually get as good as I want to be. And I think that's what separates the pros from the amateur racers. You know, they have to. I mean, they're doing it all themselves, while the racers have sponsors and they have everything paid for, so they could dedicate their entire lives to racing. And I couldn't. I mean, I would. I don't want to be just an amateur. I want to be a pro, despite the odds. And so I sent him a message, and he said that yeah, I would like to help you out. I was like, cool, perfect. I have no idea what that means, you know. Um, so I kind of, you know, asked him. He asked me, so what do you want to race? CVMA, AFM. Those are like the amateur level slash semi-pro level racing. And I said, I don't say I want to race AMA, but of course I need to, you know, I need a lot of work before that. And he asked me about my bike. I told him, you know, it's stock, 100%. All I have is tires. These tires probably gotta last me about 1 or 2 more track races, and that's about it. And he said, well, I want to help you, so this is what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna give you a call. So I waited about 2 weeks for the call, and of course I'm impatient. I'm really eager. You know, things are exactly looking up at that point, and he called me and we talked, and I told him, like, look, money has always been an option. It's been a problem for me. You know, I've never just been just wealthy like a lot of people have. You know, I'm a late bloomer, and he told me that, you know, most of these racers have started at 5 years old. He started at what, 7 or 8, and he was considered late. And another thing he told me, that he has no doubt in my mind that I can become. He has no doubt in his mind that I can be a pro. People have done it. They do it all the time. It's just that they are, how dedicated are they? How focused? How driven? You know, how much are they willing to take in? Sorry, I'm trying to sweat. It's getting hot in here. How much are they willing to take in and, you know, dedicate their time to, you know, to racing? And I told them, I'll dedicate my entire life. I'm not empty of my entire checking account to go to one track day. I am, especially if everything was paid for. Trust me, I'll be there. Because I know how money is not necessarily valuable, but I understand the value of a dollar. You know, it's important to have that. You know, you need it. It's just life. And so he said they're going to actually help me get started racing. And what this entails is they're going to pay for tires. They're going to pay for transportation, maintenance on bikes, everything. He actually even told me that my bike is not competitive enough to race at any level. So I mean, it's not even going to be able to compete. You know, he said we talked about how the best a stock bike can do at Willow Springs, the big track, which is all you have to do is open the throttle and you're going to go fast. There's only like 3 or 4 technical turns there, which isn't hard at all. It can run. I mean, those bikes can run, you know, in the 125s, and the best you can do on a stock bike is maybe like a 128 at best. And those are AMA guys, and that's what he told me. Like, and so he said, so even if you're fast, even if you're the fastest one out there, there's nothing you can do if your bike isn't prepared for it. So they're going to actually have me racing their Yamaha R6. So that's also going to be taken care of. They're going to I basically just show up to the track, and they're going to pretty much, they're going to teach me everything I need to know. I mean, I'm not going to say it's like a true sponsor. You know, I'm not going to say I'm on a team or anything like that, because there's no contracts, there's nothing like that. It's just, I still have to get a job. I'm not getting paid to do this. Which I don't care. I don't want the money. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I love it. And so I am going to actually be racing for the full-time team. He wants me to start CVMA and AFM. I think I might have said that already. With AFM, I think it's American Federation of Motorcyclists. I think that's not the acronym for it. That's primarily in Northern California. I'm racing Buntwell Raceway up in Bakersfield and Thunderhill, north of the San Francisco area. And so you guys will actually have the opportunity to, you know, see me race. He wants me to start in novice, you know, to get warmed up. My first day of practice is actually September 3rd. I won't be able to give you much information about that, because it is a private practice. I mean, I can't give out too much information about what they're doing with me, what my weaknesses are. I don't want to, you know, it's common sense. But one thing I am going to work on is, you know, just getting faster. He said I'm going to see a world of difference in that R6 versus my Honda, and so I mean, actually, I will be, speaking of Honda, I will be actually getting rid of mine after that track day. I'm going to talk to the dealer if I can have it for a couple more days. I'll make sure I try not to crash it, And then I'm just gonna probably sell it because I can't afford to make payments on it, and I still need to find a regular job that's, like our part-time job, just to make sure rent is paid, because that's all really I'm worried about now, just rent and food, So yeah, so I guess with the bad, there's also good that can come out of it. So definitely follow, keep following me. You guys can add me on Facebook as well, Jeremy Hamilton. Um, I say a lot of stupid stuff, may crack you up, might annoy you a little bit, but I'm kind of a big mouth, So I will actually try to get a video of me actually on the track for a change, that you just listen to me talk, because I know this talking is getting kind of boring and getting annoying. So add me on Facebook. Keep in touch. I will give you all the updates about how I'm progressing. A couple of a little bit of my lap times. I'll give you a couple of those. Right now I'm at about 2:15 up in a little, which is freaking slow. It's advanced to B group speed. Not very many. I'm faster than most of the guys in B group, but A group, that's not very good. And I should be faster than A group. A group is not even that fast itself. It's just a faster pace. So yeah, that's just random information I'm giving you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys follow me. And like I said, definitely add me on Facebook. I add everybody. I talk to people. If you have questions, I answer them. I'm a phoneaholic, so as soon as I get a message, I'm responding. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. This is Jeremy again with Inline Performance Magazine, and you guys have a great rest of your week. Talk to you guys later. Bye.